Hello, welcome to your English class again. In the last module, we discussed direct and indirect speech. Now, let's take a look at the part 2 of the module. And in this part, we have active and passive voice sentences. So, let's take a look at what active and passive voice is and what is the grammar behind them. So, in English, you can say sentences in two ways. You can say, for example, I eat mango, or you can say, mango is eaten by me. Now, both are correct and both convey same meaning, but both are different in structure. When you say I eat mango, you are putting yourself in the subject place by the use of pronoun I, and you are putting mango in the object place, and as a subject you are doing an action on mango, and that action or the verb is eating. So, you are doing the eating and you are eating a mango. So, you are putting yourself in the subject place and you are putting mango in the object place, and you put the verb in between. Now, in the second sentence, when you restructure it, when you flip the sentence and you say, mango is eaten by me, you are putting the object mango first and you are putting yourself last, and you are making I me, and the verb eat is now transformed into is eaten. But the meaning of both the sentences is same. In the first sentence, you are the subject that is acting upon a verb and is doing something to an object, whereas in the second sentence you are still the subject of the sentence, but object has taken an importance or a precedence over you. Now, let us take a look at the sentences on the slide. Subject in active voice, subject or the doer of the action becomes important. We all are cleaning our classroom. This is another example. Police has arrested the thief. I have done my homework. In all of these sentences, the subject is coming first. It is followed by a verb or the action word, and which is again followed by the object. So, we in first sentence, we is the subject and classroom is the object, and we are doing something on the classroom. And what is that? What action are we doing on the classroom? We are cleaning it. In the second sentence, police is doing something on thief. Police is the doer of the action, and what is the action that police is doing? It is arresting the thief, or it has arrested the thief. So, thief is the object because an action is being done upon it, upon him. So, the thief is in the object place. In the third sentence, I have done my homework. I am doing something and that action is doing. Doing. I am doing what? I am doing my homework. So, homework is getting done by me, which is why homework is in the object place, and I am the doer of the action, hence I am in the subject place. So, this is how subject place and object place are identified in any given sentence, and when the subject is important or the doer of the action is important, the sentence is called active voice. Now, let us take a look at the passive voice. In passive voice, the subject or the first word that you put in the sentence is the object, and that object is actually the recipient of the action. The word that comes at the beginning of the sentence is object. So, what you do in passive voice, you flip the active voice and reverse it and put the object first. So, this is how it looks. And the classroom, we have taken the previous example and flipped it, and this is how it looks. The classroom is being cleaned by us. So, the object of the previous sentence has now become the subject, and the work that we were doing previously is still being done by us, but the structure has changed. So, we of the previous sentence, the subject of the previous sentence has now come to the object place and it has become us. Similarly, police has arrested the thief. The subject of the previous sentence has now come in the object place, and the thief has now become the subject or the principal word of the sentence with which the sentence is starting, and has arrested has now become has been arrested. Meaning is still the same. In the third sentence, I have done my homework. Homework is going to come first. I is going to go to object place and become me, and the verb have done is going to become has been done. So yeah, this is how we restructure any sentence from active into passive. So what is the key difference in the passive voice? The object or the work done is important and not the doer of the action, whereas in the active voice the doer of the action or the subject is important. So let's understand the grammar or the rules behind these conversion in more detail. So yeah, first thing is subject goes to object, as we have already seen, and object goes to subject. Verb takes a helping verb. The action verb in active is without any helping verb, but when it goes into passive, it takes a helping verb, plus its form changes from its root form or base form to the third form. For example, I eat food. In this sentence, I is the subject, eat is the root verb, and food is the object, and this sentence is clearly a active voice sentence. So when we convert this sentence into passive, it becomes food is eaten by me, because in passive voice the object is going to come first, eat is going to take a helping verb is, and it is going to convert itself into the third form. So eat is going to become eaten, and a preposition is going to be generated by, and it is going to be followed by the objective form of pronoun I becomes me. Let's take a look at another sentence. Academy trains the players. This is an active voice sentence, an active voice sentence in which academy is doing some action on its players. And what is that action? Academy is training its players, or it trains the players. So players are the recipient of the action that is being done by the academy. When you convert this sentence into passive, players, the object or the recipient of the action, is going to come first, and it is going, and academy is going to go in the object position. Trains is going to become are trained. It is the are is going to come in as the helping verb. Now you have to understand one key thing here. Why are we using are here? Because players is a plural subject, and players takes helping verb are, right, in its present tense form. The verb original root verb is train, which is now going to become take the third form. It is going to be followed by preposition by, and academy is going to remain unchanged in its objective position, and it's going to be academy only. Next sentence, I did not kill the snake. In this sentence, I is going to again go to objective position, and when a pronoun changes its position, it becomes something else. I becomes me. Okay, another key thing, you have to understand 4 basic things before you attempt active passive exercises. What are those 4 basic things? You need to know verb forms. You need to understand that verbs come in 3 forms. Every verb has got 3 forms: the root form, second form, and the third form, which we also call V1, V2 and V3. So every word or every action word has got 3 forms. So eat is written as eat, ate, eaten. Work is written as work, work, work. Sing is written as sing, sang, sung. Do is written as do, did, done. Go, went, gone. All of these are action words or action verbs, and they come in 3 forms. Now you need to be well versed, well aware, well familiar with all the 3 forms of all kinds of verbs. This is one thing that you have to understand. Second thing, you should be able to identify the tense of the active voice and the passive voice. and for this you need to learn all the tenses, present, past and future, as well as their aspects. There are 4 aspects in each of these tenses. So present tense has got simple present tense, present continuous, present perfect and present perfect continuous. Similarly, past has got simple past, past continuous, past perfect continuous. These are called aspect of the tenses. And similarly, future has got simple, continuous and perfect. So you should be able to identify tense in their aspects. This is the second thing that you have to know or learn before you attempt active passive voice. Third thing that you have to be familiar with is subjective and objective forms of nouns and pronouns. Not so much in case of nouns, because nouns, when they go from subject place to object place, they more or less remain unchanged. But pronouns, the principal pronouns, the personal pronouns like I, you, we, he, she, it, they've got different forms in their subjective place and their objective place. So you should be familiar with them also. For example, I is I in the personal pronoun I, which you use for yourself, is I in the subjective place, but when you take it to the object place, it becomes me. You is similar in subject and objective positions. He and she becomes him and her in objective position. We becomes us in the objective position. So these are certain things that you have to know. And fourth thing that you have to know beforehand is subject verb agreement. Which noun or which subject, because subjects are usually noun or pronoun only, so which noun or which pronoun takes which verb as a helping verb. For example, I takes am, I am working, whereas you takes are, you are working. So this is how the helping verbs play out in present tense. But if you talk about past tense, these helping verbs is, am and are become was and were, and they go differently with different subjects. So this is something that you need to know and understand before you attempt these exercises. Now going back to the third example, she has written a novel. In this example, she is the subject, she is the pronoun and she is the subject. As I told before, subject can be either noun or pronoun, and the object is novel. And when you flip it or when you change the subject and object position, she is going to become her in the object position and novel is going to come first, and written, has written is going to become has been written, followed by a preposition by and then her. So this is how sentences transform. What is the guideline? What is the principle? How do we change the verb forms? Which verb takes has been? Which verb takes only third form? There are a lot of technicalities that go into active and passive. We will understand them as we progress in our lecture. Yeah, one more thing that you have to remember is the forms, as I explained just now, the helping verb and its forms. In the present tense, these helping verbs is, am, are, was, were, they are called be form because they indicate existence. होना का बोध आता है इनमें, होने का भाव है इनमें, इसलिए इनको बी फॉर्म कहा जाता है. When you say बी फॉर्म, it contains is, am and are in present tense as a helping verb. In past tense it takes was and verb. एक और हेल्पिंग वर्ब है जो बहुत कॉमनली यूज होता है एक्टिव एंड पैसिव में, दैट इज हैव फॉर्म. हैव के भी 2 फॉर्म्स होते हैं. प्रेजेंट में इट इज़ हैज़ एंड हैव, एंड इन द पास्ट इट इज़ जस्ट वन फॉर्म. It comes in only one form and that is had. So be form and have form work as helping verbs in active and passive voice, and you need to be familiar with them, and also familiar with subject verb agreement. Which subject takes which helping verb, which be form goes with which kind of subject. This is one key thing that you have to be familiar with. this we have seen. Now, how do we find out, how do we distinguish between passive and active voice? So there are just two guidelines. सिर्फ दो चीज़ों से आप आइडेंटिफिकेशन कर सकते हैं, बता सकते हैं कि कौन सा सेंटेंस एक्टिव है और कौन सा सेंटेंस पैसिव है. इफ़ द सेंटेंस डज नॉट कंटेन the be form, that is am are या was या were, if it does not contain the helping verb, the be form का कोई भी form, plus if the verb is not in the past participle, that is in the third form. So key thing is verb has to be in be form or which is going to be followed by the third form of the verb, root verb, right? If there is a be helping verb or be form which is followed by the third form of the main verb, the sentence is passive voice. For example, Rohan was eating an ice cream. This is a very clear cut past continuous sentence, but was is the be form that you use in past tense, but eating, it is followed by eating. Now eating is the root verb which is having an ing, but not the third form. The third form of eat would be eaten. So because it is eating, it becomes a past continuous but not a passive voice, because it is having be form but not verb in the third form. So if it was eaten, eaten, the sentence would have come in the category of passive voice. Now guideline number 2, you have to pay attention at the subject and then the verb, and then you need to ask yourself if the subject is doing the action or the action is being done upon it. If the subject is karta of the action, काम कर रहा है या उस पर काम हो रहा है. If the subject is working or if the subject is getting worked, if the subject is loving or subject is getting loved. तो करना और किया जाना, ये डिफरेंस आपको समझ में आना चाहिए कि कौन सा सब्जेक्ट काम कर रहा है या कौन सा सब्जेक्ट पे काम हो रहा है. इफ द सब्जेक्ट is doing some kind of action, the sentence is active voice. But if the subject is the recipient of the action, or if the subject is subjected to an action, or an activity is being performed on the action, on the subject, the sentence is passive voice. And then this is the second guideline or second thing that you have to keep in mind when you have to identify whether the subject is active or passive. Now let's do the small exercise and see if we are able to identify the voice. I have been to Bhopal. In this sentence, I am the subject and Bhopal is the object. Am I doing something or something is being done to me? Clearly I am telling you that I have gone to Bhopal, I have seen Bhopal, I have visited Bhopal. Matlab I have done some kind of action. So the subject, the sentence is an active voice sentence. I have been arrested. In this sentence, is the action done by me? Have I arrested somebody or somebody arrested me? Clearly the meaning says that the action was done upon me. The verb was acted upon me. And what is the verb? Arrest. I was arrested. So I did not do any action. Somebody did an action on me, and hence the sentence is a passive voice sentence. The tower was built in 1802 by a French artist. Now the tower is the subject. Did tower do something or something was done on tower? Was the building, which is the action being done in the sentence, was building done by the tower or tower was built? Clearly the sentence says the tower was built by a French artist. So French artist is the main subject, but right now it is put in the objective position and tower is put in the first position, and hence the sentence is a passive voice sentence. Nothing has happened. Nothing has happened. कुछ भी नहीं हुआ है. मतलब यहाँ पे किसी ने कुछ नहीं किया है, किसी न किया है, न किसी पे कुछ हुआ है. Right? So sentence is an active voice sentence. No one was injured by the fire. No one is the subject here. Again, you should be able to identify various kinds of subjects. No one, everyone, someone, anyone, each, either, or, neither, nor. All of these are subject types apart from I, you, we, he, she, Ram, Sita, London, Bhopal. Apart from all those things, these are also subjects. No one, someone, either, or, neither, nor, each, every, somebody, everybody, all. These are all subjects. So no one was injured by fire. No one was injured by fire. Fire, uh, did no one do something, or something was done upon no one? If you are not able to get the sense, look at the verb. Verb, what is the be form used here? The be form that we are using is was, and it is followed by a verb in the third form. Injure, injured, injured. Injured is in the third form, so clearly it is a passive voice sentence. The award was given to the top student. Did the top student give any award, or was it given to the student? Was who is or did the award give itself to the top student, or was it given to the top student? Clearly, the award did not do anything by itself, it was given, right? So the sentence is a passive voice sentence. We decided not to hire anybody. What did we do? We did something, right? What was the action? We decided, right? We decided to hire or not to hire anyone. So we clearly did some action, and that was of deciding not to hire, right? Nobody did anything upon me, we did an action. So hence the sentence is an active voice. The pizza was delicious. Again, there is no verb followed by third form, helping verb followed by third form, so clearly it's a active voice sentence. The pizza was ordered. Did pizza do something? No, pizza did not do something. Something was done on pizza? Yes, it was ordered. So if something is getting done on the word or the noun in the first place, the sentence is passive voice. The pizza made me sick, right? Pizza made me sick. Did pizza do something to me? Yes, it did something to me. So the pizza is the subject or the doer of the action, and hence it is an active voice. I was made sick by pizza. Am I doing something? I am the principal word in the sentence. I am put in the subject position, but is the subject doing something here? I was made sick. I did not make pizza sick. Pizza made me sick, and I was made sick by pizza, which is why action is being done upon me, and hence this sentence is a passive voice sentence. So this is how you need to identify which sentence is active or which sentence is passive by virtue of action. If you have to be able to understand if the action, if the subject is doing the action, or the action is being done upon the subject, the word which is, or the noun or the pronoun which is put in the first place, in the subjective place. Is the noun or the pronoun doing some action? The noun that you put in the subjective place, is it doing some action, or it is receiving an action done by the object? And now conversion of active into passive, let's get more technical now and understand what are the formulas when you convert a present tense sentence into passive. There are 4 aspects in present tense, as I told you before: simple, present continuous, present perfect, and present perfect continuous. And in the present tense, when you convert an active voice sentence into passive voice, the verb is going to take helping verb is MNR, plus the verb is going to convert itself into its third form, that is V3, and that is how you are going to convert the sentence. So in the simple present tense, if the sentence is I do my homework, passive voice, in passive voice you will flip subject and object. I is going to go in place of homework is going to come in place of I is going to take its objective form because as I told you, I is a pronoun, it has got a different objective form. So if it is going to go in the objective position, it is going to take a different form, that is objective form. Homework is done by me in passive voice, because homework के साथ कौन सा वर्ब अग्री करेगा, सब्जेक्ट वर्ब एग्रीमेंट आपको पता होना चाहिए. होमवर्क एक नॉन लिविंग थिंग है और उसके साथ जो वर्ब अग्री करेगा वो होगा इज़, और वर्ब जो होगा मेन वर्ब वो थर्ड फॉर्म में चला जाएगा, दैट इज़ डन. इट इज़ गोइंग टू बी फॉलोड बाय preposition by, एंड आई अपने ऑब्जेक्टिव फॉर्म में आ जाएगा मी. Before I discuss all of these things, I think I should show you the subject verb agreement chart at least. I am not going to be able to help you with the tense identification or verb, 3 forms of verb here. For that you need to either refer to my other videos or Google the 3 forms of verb, and you can get lots of lists and lots of websites talking about the 3 forms of verb. You need to be able to convert the verb in its 3 form. There are verbs which do not change in either of their forms. For example, cut remains cut, work, work, but there are words like or run, but there are words like eat that change in their all 3 forms. Eat becomes ate, and in its third form it becomes eaten. Come becomes came in the second form, and then back to come in the third form. So there are lots of things that you have to remember and be familiar with. You need to I can here right now, I can just help you with subject verb agreement part. So yeah, this is how it goes. The on the left or the first column, you can see the various kinds of subjects, or most commonly used subjects in English sentences. So the most common subject is proper noun, somebody's name like Ram or Sita or Rohan or Rashmi or Amit or Swati or Yash. These are all different names that you use or assign or call out people with. Proper noun. Now second subject is pronoun. Now pronouns, I, personal pronouns, I, you, he, she, we, they, it. It is used for all kinds of non-living things. इनएनिमेट ऑब्जेक्ट्स, अमूर्त चीज़ों के लिए आप इट यूज़ करते हैं, या एनिमल्स के लिए भी आप इट यूज़ कर सकते हैं. उसके अलावा देर इज़ अ सिंगुलर सब्जेक्ट विच कैन बी स्टूडेंट और बॉय और गर्ल और फैमिली और जस्ट वन थिंग. उसका प्लूरल फॉर्म हो सकता है स्टूडेंट्स, बॉयज़, गर्ल्स, फैमिलीज, टीम्स. प्लूरल फॉर्म बहुत सारे हो सकते हैं. सो या मोस्ट कॉमनली यूज अपार्ट फ्रॉम दीज सब्जेक्ट्स देयर कुड बी नो वन, सम वन, एनी वन, ऑल, ईच, एवरी वन, ईदर, और, नीदर, नॉर, Ram and Sham. Lots of subjects can come in, but these are the most commonly used subjects. So let's focus mainly on the pronoun and how do they change from the subjective position into the objective position. Their form changes. Proper noun, as you can see in the first row, proper noun like Ram and Sita, it remains same in the object place. So for example, Ram is doing his work in passive voice, work is being done by Ram. So Ram in active is in the subject form, whereas in passive it goes to the objective position but remains Ram only. It does not change. You cannot change a proper noun because ये ऐसे काम नहीं करता है. Whereas I, पर्सनल प्रोनाउन आई दैट यू यूज़ फॉर योर सेल्फ, जब आप उसका ऑब्जेक्टिव पोजिशन में फॉर्म चेंज होके मी बन जाता है. यू रिमेन्स अनचेंज्ड एंड इज यू ओनली. ही बिकम्स हिम, शी बिकम्स हर, वी बिकम अस, दे बिकम देम. इट रिमेन्स इट, अनचेंज्ड रहता है इट भी. स्टूडेंट would remain unchanged, student only, and students plural is going to remain students only. And someone, no one, anyone, either or, they all also remain unchanged, which is why I have not put them in the subject slide here. Only only 6 things or 5 things are to be kept in mind: I, you, he, she, we, and they, because they change in their objective forms, right? And they are key to understand active and passive. So Ram is doing work is being done by Ram, but I am doing work. I, when it will go to the object position, I is going to become me. So sentence is going to read like this: work is being done by me. You are doing work is being done by you. He is doing work, so okay, it's going to become him, we is going to become us, they are going to become them, and it is going to remain unchanged. So at least I hope this helps you sort out pronoun ka problem. How does a pronoun convert into its objective form? There's nothing, no science behind it. You just need to mug it up, just memorize it, try to remember it. This is how things work in subjective and objective positions. And let's get back to the present tense. In the present tense, simple present tense, I do, in active voice, if I, okay, this is something that we have already done. I do my homework will become homework is done by me. In present continuous, what is the form of the sentence? Sentence takes a helping verb plus ing form. I am doing my homework is a present continuous sentence. When you convert a present continuous sentence into passive, it is going to take is, am, or are, that is the be form in the present tense, plus being, and plus third form of the verb. Homework, the helping verb that homework is going to take is, and being is going to come in between, and then verb ka third form, that is done, followed by the preposition by, and then I का subjective position से objective position में transformation होगा, and it is going to become me. So homework is being done by me. In present perfect, I have done my homework. Homework has been done by me. So what is happening here? What is happening with the verb here? Usually, normally in any present perfect tense sentence, you use has or have depending upon the subject. I takes have, whereas he takes has, right? So here you have I, so it is taking have plus third form of the verb. So these are the markers of present perfect tense that you can see in the active voice. How do you convert the sentence present perfect tense sentence into passive? You would obviously put object first, that is homework. Has is going to be followed by been, or have, if it is have, it is going to be followed by been plus third form of verb, which is done, is going to remain done only. And last thing, present perfect continuous, which is the fourth aspect of present tense. You cannot convert these sentences into into passive voice. So only 3 aspects can be converted from active into passive. So is there any shortcut to understand the verb and its conversion pattern? I don't think there is any shortcut. All you need to do is pay attention at the verb form. The key indicator is the verbs. For example, in the simple present tense example, if you would look at the verb do, the word do is in the base form, is in its root form. So root form is the indicator of simple present tense. So when you convert, or first of all, when you identify the verb in its root form, you take it as simple present tense, and when you do the conversion, you just add a be form to it, present tense be form to it. And what are the 3 be forms in present tense? Is, am, and are. These are the helping verbs, which are also called the be form verbs in present tense. You just add them before the main or the root verb and convert the verb into third form, the root verb into third form. So the third form of do would be done. So the sentence would read as homework is done by me. In the second example, if you would look at the verb is am doing. right? Am doing is the indicator of present continuous. A supporting verb or a helping verb followed by the main verb in its ing form. Am doing, am working, am planning, am writing, am eating, sleeping, dancing. This is the indicator of present continuous. काम अभी हो रहा है. इन वर्ड से ये पता चलता है. And when you identify the verb or the tense of the sentence, the second step should be conversion. And how do you convert a present continuous sentence? You add is being done. Doing is going to again go to the third form, and am is going to be replaced with is being. Am doing becomes is being. Present perfect में देखिए, have done is the indicator of present perfect tense. इसमें has done या have done ही यूज़ किया जाता है, and it indicates कि जो sentence है that is present perfect. So when you identify, the second step is to convert it. And how do you convert a present perfect tense? You keep done as done. The root verb is going to remain the same in its third form, and has and done के बीच में been लग जाता है. तो has been या have been depending upon the subject of the sentence, वो has या have का decision होगा, and उसके बाद आएगा been, and the done is going to remain done. So verb is always in the third form, be it simple present, be it present continuous, or be it present perfect. verb third form में ही रहेगा, सिर्फ helping verb का nature बदल जाएगा. That's the key thing that you have to remember. Verb is always going to be in the third form. Let's look at the exercise, and probably is going to help you understand present tense conversion better. Tom cleans the house. First of all, identify the tense. Tom cleans. Cleans is the main verb, and it indicates it is without any helping verb. So it is the indicator of simple present tense. So now we have identified the tense, simple present tense. So how do we convert it? We go back to the rule, and it says in simple present tense you have to add is, am या are. B form में से बी फॉर्म में इज एम या आर में से किसी एक को चूज़ करना है. नाउ बिकॉज हाउस इज गोइंग टू कम फर्स्ट एंड टॉम इज गोइंग टू गो लास्ट, सब्जेक्ट एंड ऑब्जेक्ट का स्विचिंग होगा. तो हाउस अपने साथ में जो हेल्पिंग वर्ब लेगा, बिकॉज इट्स अ थिंग, it is going to take the verb is, supporting verb lega is. The house is cleaned, because clean now becomes goes in its third form, so it is going to become cleaned by preposition is going to be generated, and Tom is going to come. The house is cleaned by Tom. Sarah is writing the letter. Is writing is going to help you identify the tense. Is writing indicates काम अभी हो रहा है, present continuous tense. Now when you look at a present continuous sentence, what are you supposed to add in? You are supposed to add in is being, right, or are being, depending upon the subject. Now because the subject is going to be letter and Sarah is going to go in the object place, letter is going to take is after itself. So letter is being written. Writing का या write root verb का third form is write, wrote, written, always the third form. Written, letter is being written by, preposition आएगा Sarah, is being written by Sarah. Many tourists have visited that castle. The verb to be noted is have visited, and have visited, visit जो root verb है, it is already in its third form, and it has taken a helping word have, which means the tense is present perfect tense. Now we have identified. Now the next step should be conversion into passive. Castle is going to go in the subject place. Many tourists is going to go in the object place. So sentence is going to be rewritten like this. That castle, actually that castle, whole thing would go in the first place. That castle has been visited by many tourists. That castle has के बाद because castle is going to take has, not have. That castle has, उसके बाद आएगा been, then visited by many tourists. You are disturbing me. Are disturbing me. Are disturbing is the verb form used, and it is in the continuous form. So let's switch subject and object. Me is going to come in the subject place, and me I का subject form है. तो subject place में जब जाएगा me, it's going to become I, and it's going to take helping verb am. I always takes helping verb am. I am being disturbed by you. बिकॉज हम प्रेजेंट कंटिन्यूस में बीच में बींग लगाते हैं बिटवीन हेल्पिंग वर्ब एंड द मेन वर्ब. मेन वर्ब इज गोइंग टू टेक द थर्ड फॉर्म. So disturb is going to get disturbed, and third form is again disturbed. I am being disturbed by you. So this is how it's going to read. He has not completed the work. In the sentence, first do the identification and then do the conversion. Identified as present perfect because it has, and verb complete is in the third form because it is completed. Of course, it is a negative sentence, hence it has a not in between. That doesn't make any difference. Sentence is still a present perfect tense. So let's do the switching of subject and object. Work is going to go first. The work is going to go first, and he is going to come to the object place, and it's going to become him. The work has not been completed by him. This is how the passive is going to read. Now let's come to past tense. In simple past tense, the first thing again is identification of the verb and then conversion. So in the simple past tense, the verb, the root verb, which is always in the second form, do, did, done, as you can see in the example. I did my homework. Do का second form है did. So हमेशा past tense का indicator है second form verb. Verb हमेशा second form में होता है past tense में. I did my homework. In the passive voice, the conversion would take, or the main verb would take was या were, depending upon the subject, and verb is again going to be converted to the third form, and rest everything is going to be like the present tense. So homework was done by me. Present tense में हम लिखते थे is done, इसमें हो जाएगा was done, right? Again, why have we taken was? Because homework is a singular subject in the passive voice, and a singular subject always takes a singular verb, and because the whole thing is in the past tense, was या verb ही helping verb का काम करेंगे, not is, am and are, because is, am, are and are the helping verbs in present tense. In past tense, the be form changes and it becomes was and were. Now let's take a look at past continuous. So what is the identifier of past continuous? Was doing, right? Just like present continuous, identifier in present continuous is doing. Past में हो जाता है was doing. Be form was use होता है past में. And just like past present continuous, इसमें भी वही होगा, was being done. In present continuous we would use is being done, but here in past continuous, was being done by me. I was doing my homework. पहले तो subject object change, और homework was being done by me. Similarly, past perfect, what is the identifier? Had done. Now have and has form are used in present tense. Had form is used in past tense. Again, it is also just like present tense, the verb is going to be in the third form, done. So had done is the indicator of past perfect, and when you convert an active voice past perfect tense into passive voice, the sentence reads like this: homework had been done. Just the helping verbs are to be noted. Rest everything is like present tense. Just the helping verb are different here. Instead of is, am and are, the be form here being used is was and were. Have, has and have form which was used in the present perfect is now replaced with had, and rest everything is similar. Just like present tense, past perfect continuous tenses cannot be converted into passive voice. The slide reads okay, yeah, past perfect continuous tense cannot be converted into, only three aspects of both present and past can be converted into passive. Let's do this exercise. She decorated the walls. The verb that is going to identify the tense of the sentence is decorated. Decorated, because it is standing alone without any helping or supporting verb, was ya were. The tense is simple past tense, and because it is in the second form, verb is in the second form, and when we do the conversion into passive, walls is going to come first, she is going to come into object place and become her. The walls were decorated, because now the walls is going to take were as the helping verb, because walls is a plural subject and plural subject were लेते हैं. अगर सिर्फ wall होता तो was लेता. The walls were decorated. Verb is decorated. Decorated ही है. Spelling is same, but the key difference is the decorated in passive voice is in the third form. So decorate, decorated, decorated, and yeah, they had won the game. They had won the game. Had won से हमें समझ में आता है जो tense है sentence का, that is past perfect, because had and won come only in past perfect. And won किस चीज़ का third form है? Win का third form है. Win, won, won. This is how the three forms of the verb win are. Win, won, won. Had won is the past perfect tense, and when you do the passive voice of the sentence, the game would go in the subject place. The game had been. Had और won के बीच में been आ जाएगा. Had been won by. They is now going to come in the object place, and it is going to convert and become them. Again, refer to the subject object conversion table I showed you a few slides before. How certain subjects pronouns become different in their objective form. It has to be kept in mind. Let's look at the third sentence. Rita was washing a shirt. Was washing indicates that the work is going on, and hence it was going on, which means the sentence is a past continuous sentence. Ing is the indicator of continuous tense, and was indicates that it is a past tense sentence. If it was is washing, it would indicate the work is going on right now, and the tense is present continuous. However, this is a past continuous sentence. Let's do the switch. Shirt, a shirt was being washed by Rita. Again, just like present tense, the verb in passive voice is always going to be in its third form, and it is going to be followed by been or being depending upon the aspect. A shirt was being washed by Rita. Amit played football and cricket. Okay. Here played indicates, because played is standing alone without any supporting or helping verb, which means it is a simple past tense sentence. Played second form में है verb, और second form हमेशा simple past में आता है. Play, played and played. Anyways, and the subject and object switching is going to be like this. Football and cricket is going to come as the subject because it is a combined subject. Right now it is in the objective place, but when it's going to go in the subject place, we are going to take both football and cricket. So football and cricket were played by Amit, because it's a plural subject now. Football and cricket plural subject बनाते हैं, और plural subject के बाद हमेशा were आता है. अगर सिर्फ फुटबॉल होता तो उसके बाद was आता, या सिर्फ क्रिकेट होता तो उसके बाद was आता, लेकिन because it is a combined and a plural subject, it is going to take plural were. Football and cricket were played and by Amit. Yep. Now let's take a look at the future tense. In simple future, what is the format of the verb? I will do my homework, or I shall do my homework. Will comes with the root verb, and that this is how we identify the simple future tense, the aspect of the tense. Will do indicates that the tense is simple future, and when we convert a simple future into passive voice, it takes a supporting verb be in between, and the verb root verb is just like present and past. The root verb here also in the future also is going to be in the third form, and will support it. So yeah, and then regular conversion, subject object switching. Homework is going to come first. Homework will be done by me. Just pay attention at the supporting verb in all the tenses, past, present and future. Just pay attention at the supporting verb, because that is going to make all the difference. Root verb is always going to be in the third form, so there you don't have to apply any brain or any logic. All the attention has to be paid to the supporting or helping verbs, right? A second form or future continuous form. In future continuous, you sometimes use going to form. विल बी डूइंग भी यूज़ करते हैं और गोइंग टू भी यूज़ करते हैं. ये दोनों ही फ्यूचर कंटिन्यूअस के फॉर्म्स कहलाते हैं. सो वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट गोइंग टू फॉर्म हियर. सो गोइंग टू अगर लिखा हुआ है टेंस में, सेंटेंस में वर्ब के साथ में, तो वो बन जाएगा गोइंग टू बी प्लस वर्ब का थर्ड फॉर्म. गोइंग टू साथ में बी ले लेगा और वर्ब अगेन थर्ड फॉर्म में चला जाएगा. Just like you see in the example, I am going to do. The root verb is do. I am going to do my homework. The passive is going to be homework is going to be done. Going to के साथ be आ जाएगा और verb third form में चला जाएगा. Do is going to become done. And subject object switching, as you must have understood by now. I is going to come in the object place and is going to become me. Homework is going to come in the subject place, and this is how the switching is. Now future perfect. I will have done my homework is the future perfect format. Will have done से हमें पता चलता है टेंस इज फ्यूचर परफेक्ट, एंड व्हेन यू कन्वर्ट अ फ्यूचर परफेक्ट इट टेक्स अ बीन इन बिटवीन, एंड वर्ब जो है वो अब थर्ड फॉर्म में ही रहता है. विल हैव बीन डन. होमवर्क फिर से अब सब्जेक्ट प्लेस में आ जाएगा, एंड इट इज़ गोइंग टू रीड एज होमवर्क विल हैव बीन डन. आई इज गोइंग टू कम in the object place and it's going to become me. Homework will have been done. So yeah, will do will become will be done. Going to do is going to become is going to be done. Will have done is going to become will have been done by me. So someone will finish the work by 5 p.m. is going to be converted like this. The work will be finished by 5 p.m. Here you've omitted someone, but someone can come in here. By someone at 5 p.m. Yeah, by 5 p.m. both are correct, because in these sentences someone is not a significant subject, so someone can be omitted, and the work is important because you've put work in the subjective position. So work is primary, and hence the work will be finished, and because it is a non-specific subject or non-specific object now in the passive voice, you can omit it. The work will be finished. बी फॉर्म बीच में आ जाता है, बी बीच में आ जाएगा विल एंड फिनिश के बीच में. सो विल बी फिनिश्ड हो जाएगा, विल बी फिनिश्ड बाय 5 p.m. Second sentence, Sally is going to make a beautiful dinner tonight. Now it is a going to form, and going to plus verb makes it a future continuous sentence, and when you've identified the verb, or sorry, the tense of the sentence, it should not be difficult to make the conversion. It is going to take is going to be made. If you don't remember the rule, just rewind the tape and look at the previous slide and you would know. is going to format का change या conversion कैसे होता है? It becomes is going to be, and then make will take the third form, and it's going to become made, and rest everything is going to be like usual. A beautiful dinner is going to come first. A beautiful dinner is going to be made by Sally tonight. A beautiful dinner is going to be made by Sally. Sally is now going to come into object place, and tonight is going to remain where it is. They will have completed the project before the deadline. They will have completed indicates will have completed से क्या indication मिल रहा है? That the tense is future perfect tense, and future perfect tense का conversion करते समय हमें क्या करना पड़ता है? हमें been डालना पड़ता है बीच में, and then subject object को switch करेंगे. The project is the object, they is the subject in the active voice. The project is now going to come first. Before the deadline यहाँ पे object नहीं है, please don't get confused. Before the deadline सिर्फ एक phrase है. The project is the noun and the object here, and subject and object हमेशा noun या pronoun ही होते हैं. Please keep it in mind. So project is going to come in the subjective place, and it's going to read like this: the project will have been completed by them before the deadline. यहाँ पे by them miss हो चुका है, but by them आएगा. The project will have been completed by them. They is going to become them before the deadline. वो अभी sentence में नहीं आया है, but do not get confused. Now next sentence: Sam will repair the car. Will repair, just like will finish in the first sentence, indicates that the tense is simple future tense. So how do we convert a simple future? We put a be in between, and repair is going to become repaired. Car is going to come first, Sam is going to come last. The car will be repaired by Sam. And this is one more chart which you should pause and see which subject takes which helping verb in present form, in past form, in all the four aspects: simple, continuous, perfect and perfect continuous. Proper noun अगर है राम, श्याम, सीता, रीता, so it is going to take simple. In present tense it is going to take, या simple present tense में वो लेगा is, right? अगर I है subject तो वो simple present tense में लेगा am. I am eating. राम is eating तो I के साथ होगा I am eating. या present continuous में हम बात कर रहे हैं. You are eating. He and she is eating. It है या chair, desk, table, computer है तो वो is लेगा, या animal भी है तो वो is लेगा क्योंकि हम उसके लिए pronoun it use करते हैं. Then we अगर subject है, we यानी हम, तो it is going to take are in the present tense. If it is a singular subject like student, it is going to take is. If it is a subject like they, it is going to take are, and plural है अगर students है तो it is going to take are. This has to be memorized, this has to be mugged up. There is no shortcut to it. If you do not understand the subject verb agreement, this is what it is called, subject verb agreement system, you would not be able to solve neither direct indirect sentences nor active passive voice sentences. So this is very very important that you understand subject verb agreement as well as subject form and object form of the pronouns. Now in helping verb in the past tense is was, and both is, am, are and was and were are called be forms of verb. Be indicates एग्जिस्टेंस, बी का मतलब होता है होना, होना, इज़ मतलब है, एम मतलब हूँ, आर का मतलब होता है हैं, प्लूरल हैं, जो हम हिंदी में इक्विवेलेंट होता है इज़ है, हूँ, हैं, था, थे, ये सब इन सब वर्ड्स में हिंदी में भाव क्या है, होने का भाव है ना, होने का भाव है, उसको इंग्लिश में कहते हैं बी, टू बी। टू बी के बहुत सारे, देर आर डिफरेंट फॉर्म्स ऑफ टू बी इन प्रेजेंट, three forms of to be in present tense, and that is am and are, and is am and are decided by the subject. If it is I, it always takes am is always accompanied by I. am और किसी pronoun के साथ नहीं जाता है या noun के साथ नहीं जाता है, सिर्फ I के साथ जाता है. You always takes are, he and she कौन सा बी फॉर्म लेते हैं, दे ऑलवेज टेक इज इन प्रेजेंट टेंस, whereas in past tense pronoun, proper noun Ram and Sita would take was, I would take was, you would take were, he and she take was, I was living, I was eating, he was living, he was going to school, it was, we were, they were going to school, student was going to school, students were going to school in the past tense. अब दूसरा सपोर्टिंग वर्ब जो हमेशा यूज़ होता है टेंस में, दैट इज़ हैज़ या हैव, ठीक है. हैज़ इन प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट में ही यूज़ होता है, हैज़ एंड हैव. इफ़ इट इज़ अ प्रॉपर नाउन राम और सीता और श्याम, हैज़ इज़ गोइंग टू कम एंड वर्ब इज़ गोइंग टू बी इन द थर्ड फॉर्म. प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट टेंस में हमेशा यही होता है, हैज़ ईटन. आई always takes have, you always takes have, he and she takes has, he has eaten, she has eaten, it has eaten, we have eaten, they have eaten. सिंगुलर सब्जेक्ट है अगर स्टूडेंट है या गर्ल है या बॉय है, ये सिंगुलर है, एक वचन में है, तो इट इज़ गोइंग टू टेक हैज़. बट इफ़ इट इज़ इन प्लूरल फॉर्म, स्टूडेंट्स, बॉयज़, गर्ल्स, एनिमल्स, इट इज़ गोइंग टू टेक हैव, students have eaten. Helping verb in past perfect tense is always had, unanimously, uniformly in all the subjects. There is no confusion here. In past perfect, had comes in whereas in present perfect, has या have में difference होता है, and they are picked up depending upon the different subjects. Whereas in past perfect, had applies uniformly to all the subjects. This has to be memorized and understood clearly before you attempt either direct and indirect exercises or active and passive voice exercises. Otherwise, there's no other way, there is no shortcut for you to solve these exercises. You will always be confused. Tense समझना है, subject verb agreement समझना है, subjective objective pronoun समझना है, एंड ये हेल्पिंग वर्ब्स का सिचुएशन समझना है. ओके, यू कैन अगेन पॉज ऑन द स्लाइड एंड अंडरस्टैंड इट इज़ नथिंग बट द सेम सेंटेंस एंड rewritten in all the tense aspects: present simple, present continuous, past simple, in its active and passive form. Some more exercises. Change the following active sentences into passive voice. I did not beat her. First of all, pay attention at the verb. Identify the tense. Did not beat. Did not beat किस में आता है? It comes in simple past tense. Right? Now you've identified the verb or the tense. Now do the conversion. Her is going to come first. और her अगर first position में आएगा, subject position में आएगा, तो हर किस चीज़ का ऑब्जेक्ट फॉर्म है, किस प्रोनाउन का ऑब्जेक्ट फॉर्म है, इट इज़ द ऑब्जेक्ट फॉर्म ऑफ शी. सो हर इज़ नाउ गोइंग टू कम इन द सब्जेक्ट प्लेस एंड इट इज़ नाउ गोइंग टू बिकम शी. शी इज़ नॉट बीटन नहीं हो सकता बिकॉज सेंटेंस इज़ अ सिंपल पास्ट टेंस सेंटेंस. द ओरिजिनल सेंटेंस इज़ अ सिंपल पास्ट सेंटेंस. तो इज़ नॉट, इज़ प्रेजेंट टेंस में आता है, सो इज़ नॉट गोइंग टू कम इन, सो फर्स्ट ऑप्शन इज़ आउट. Has not been beaten again is not going to come because has is again used in present perfect tense, so that is also out. So third choice is correct. was not beaten. Did not beat is now going to become was not beat, and she is going to take was. Like I said, I told you before, she के साथ हमेशा he and she in the past tense, simple past tense, always take was. Right, she was not beaten by me. I will never forget this experience. Will never forget, ये tense किस टेंस का इंडिकेशन देते हैं ये तीन वर्ड्स? विल नेवर फॉरगेट. विल नेवर फॉरगेट इंडिकेट दैट द टेंस इज सिंपल फ्यूचर टेंस. नाउ you've done the identification, let's do the conversion. This experience is going to come first, I is going to come last, and I is going to become me. That thing is clear. Now let's play with the verb. This experience will is not forgotten, तो आएगा ही नहीं. First choice is out because this experience is not forgotten comes in simple present. Would not be forgotten is also out because the tense, the word that we are using is will not. And the third choice obviously is correct now. This experience will never be forgotten by me, because be is going to come in between never and forget is going to become forgotten, third form, and it's going to read like this: this experience will never be forgotten by me. Mother made a cake yesterday. Now what is the object here? It is not yesterday. Please remember, yesterday is not a noun or a pronoun. Cake on the other hand is a noun, and hence it is an object. Mother made a cake is a active voice sentence. Made indicates the verb made is the second form of root verb make, hence the tense is simple past tense. Cake is going to come first, a cake is going to come first, mother is going to go before yesterday, and it's going to read like this. So how do you convert a simple past sentence? You take what kind of supporting verb do you take? Do you take is, am, or are? No, you don't take it, because they come in present tense, because the tense is already a past tense, so the supporting verb would be either was या were. And a cake, क्योंकि अब सब्जेक्ट बन गया तो केक के साथ सपोर्टिंग वर्ब वुड बी was. A cake was made by mother yesterday. Third option is correct option. Sorry. Did she do her duty? It's a question mark. Duty is the object and she is the subject. Ignore did here because did is the verb, and did indicates that the tense of this question sentence is past tense. So how do we do it? We will bring duty first, and duty is not going to take did. Duty is going to take was. पास्ट टेंस सेंटेंस को हम कैसे कन्वर्ट करते हैं? was her duty done by her is the right answer. She is going to become her here, and instead of going to the last, it is going to remain where it is, because it is a question sentence, and when you make question sentences, you always put pronoun after the question word. And what is the question word here? Was. Was is going to come in, because in simple past conversion we always use supporting verb was. Was her duty done by her? This is how it is going to read again. I think this is where you would have to learn one more thing, or you would have to know one more thing beforehand, and that is conversion of simple affirmative, positive and negative sentences into question, and question sentences into positive and negative. This is again one more thing that has come up, which you need to know before you attempt these exercises. Some more sentences. Everybody loves Mr. Brown. it is very clearly a simple present tense sentence because loves, the root verb loves, is standing alone without any supporting verb. And when does this happen? It happens in simple present tense. Mr. Brown is the object, everybody is the subject. Mr. Brown is going to come first and it's going to read like this: Mr. Brown is loved by everybody. Supporting verb is आ जाएगा, love थर्ड फॉर्म में चला जाएगा, by preposition आ जाएगा, and rest everything is going to be simple. They are building a new stadium near the station. What is the object here? They is clearly the subject, but what is the object? A new stadium, because you have to notice कि the verb is being done upon which thing? Which thing? Both stadium and station are nouns, but the verb building is being done upon which noun? It is being done upon, the action is being done upon stadium, a new stadium, hence new stadium is the object. So a new stadium is going to come first and it's going to read like this. And are building, the verb used in the sentence, indicates that the sentence is present continuous. काम चल रहा है, अभी build हो रहा है, present continuous. So how do you transform a present continuous? A new stadium is being built. Building is going to become built. The verb build in passive voice is uniformly in the third form. The building is going to become built, and because now new stadium is the subject, it is not going to take are as a helping verb. It is going to take, it is a singular subject, so it is going to take is. A new station or a new stadium is being, there is a misprint here, it reads new station, which is not correct. A new stadium is being built by them near the station is the right sentence. Is being built is going to come in between, that is to be noted. The wolf ate the princess. The wolf ate the princess. What is the verb here? Ate. Ate. Ate is in the second form. So what is the first form of ate? Eat. And what does the second form of the verb indicate? What tense does it show? It shows simple past tense, because simple past tense always use verb in the second form. Princess is the object. Princess would go in the first place, so it's going to become the princess was eaten by the wolf. Eat is now going to take, ate is going to take the third form, eaten, and it is going to be supported by was. At 6 o'clock, someone was telling a story. Now, what is the subject here? Is it at 6 o'clock? No, it is not the subject, because someone is doing, who was telling the story? Who was doing the action of telling the story? It was not 6 o'clock, it was someone. Hence, the karta or the doer of the action is someone. So, someone was telling a story. So, pay attention to the verb of the sentence. It is was telling. Was telling indicates that the action was happening in the past, and it was an ongoing action, but it was happening in the past. So, it was a past. It is a past continuous sentence. So, how do we change it? We make the root verb in its third form. We convert the root verb in the third form. So, telling is going to become told, and was and told के बीच में आएगा being told. Being told us. So, this is how it's going to read. A story was being told by someone at 6 o'clock. At 6 o'clock someone के बाद लग जाएगा, या आप इसको ऐसे भी रीड कर सकते हैं. यू कैन कीप एट 6 o'clock still at the beginning and read at 6 o'clock a story was being told by someone. That would also be correct. Somebody has drunk all the milk. Has drunk indicates the tenses simple, present perfect. Has drunk, drink, drank, drunk. Drink का third form is drunk, and it is accompanied by has, hence the tense is present perfect. All the milk is the subject, and somebody is the all the milk is the object and somebody is the subject. So all the milk has been drunk, because in present perfect you put been in between has and drunk, have and drunk, and because it is milk it is going to take has and it's going to relay all the milk has been drunk by somebody. I had cleaned all the windows before the storm. Who is the doer of the action? I. And what is the action? Cleaning the windows. And upon which thing is the action being done? It's being done on windows, not on the storm. So I am doing the cleaning action on windows. So subject is I, object is windows, and the verb or the action word is had cleaned. Had cleaned indicates that the verb is, or the tense of the sentence is past perfect. Past perfect. Clean, cleaned, cleaned. Verb is in the third form. It is supported by had, so it is a past perfect tense sentence. So let's put it in the passive voice. The windows is going to come first as the subject. Had, the windows is going to take had after it, because had सारे ही सब्जेक्ट फॉर्म्स में, अभी मैंने आपको बताया था प्रीवियस टेबल में, हैड पास्ट टेंस में सभी सब्जेक्ट्स के साथ आता है. द विंडोज हैड बीन क्लीन्ड बाय मी. आई इज नाउ गोइंग टू कम इन टू ऑब्जेक्ट प्लेस एंड इट्स गोइंग टू बिकम मी. had been cleaned by me before the storm, या फिर before the storm all the windows had been cleaned by me. So before the storm या आप sentence के beginning में रखेंगे या sentence के end में रखेंगे, it doesn't make any difference. The main thing to be paid attention to is the verb format. A workman will repair the computer tomorrow. A workman is the subject and computer is the object, because it is getting repaired by the workman. Will repair indicates that the sentence is simple future, and when you convert a simple future tense into a passive voice, it takes a be in between after will, and repair is going to become repaired. The computer will be repaired by a workman tomorrow is going to be the passive voice. By next year the students will have studied the passive. Now what is the subject here? Who is the doer of the action? Who is studying the passive voice? The students. The students are the doer of the action. Hence by the next year is not the subject, students are the subject, because they are doing the action of studying the passive voice. And what is the passive? Passive is the object. So how do we convert the sentence? And because it is a will have studied verb, the tense of the sentence is future perfect, right? Because it is having will plus have plus studied, and the transformation of future perfect would be will have been studied. So the passive is going to come first. The passive will have been studied by the students by the next year. James might cook dinner. It is a future tense sentence. May and might, shall and will, all of these modals are used in future tense. So it is a future tense sentence, simple future tense. Just like what you do with will in a simple future, you will do with might in this sentence. Cook is the main verb supported by might. So the dinner might be cooked. If it was not might in the sentence, it was just will. James will cook dinner. आप क्या करते? आप वही करते. The dinner will be cooked by James. Similarly, just take might as will here. The dinner might be cooked by James. Sorry, there is no the in with dinner, so it's just going to be dinner. Somebody must have taken my wallet. subject is somebody, object is wallet, and the transformation is going to be like this. Must have taken. Have taken indicates the verb is simple, sorry, present perfect, and wallet is the object. So my wallet must have been taken, because जब आप present perfect tense को passive करते हैं, you always put in a been in between. Must have been taken by somebody. This is how you perform all your active and passive voice exercises, and I am hoping and expecting that it must have made some points clear in your head. In case you want more exercises on any of the topics that we are covering in our modules, you can always reach out to me through your WhatsApp groups. You can have my phone number and call me up and take the exercises from me. I've got lots of practice worksheets that can be used by you, and yeah, that's it for now.